What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and enjoy some Canadian comedy. What can I say? Uh, I'm not exactly sure what all is in this video. It's literally titled Canadian Comedy 1. This is the first Canadian comedy ever. It's number 1. When I go to the description, it says these are some Canadian comedians talking about Canada and the world. So it might be Canadian comedians talking about Canada. That's a tongue twister. Canadian comedians conversing about Canada. Little vocal warm up for you. Anyway, I like comedy. I like Canada. Probably gonna like Canadian comedy. I don't know if the comedy is a little different. The humor, the sense of humor, can be different between cultures, maybe between Americans and Canadians. I don't know. It's kind of something I guess you'd have to live through to truly understand that. But I do hope I at least understand some of the references in this, maybe? Or at least, I understand what's funny. Looks also like this is some vintage comedy. Maybe some old school comedians. Maybe they're famous in Canada. I don't know. But anyway, with that all being said, let's take a look. What's the worst that could happen? Canadian comedy.
1812, U.S. Army invaded Canada. But after 3 days, they were so drunk and bored, they went home.
Okay. Immediately a American joke. I don't mind it.
The Spring Break War, I believe it was called.
Okay.
The War of the Long Weekend. And since then, nobody's been mad at us. It's true. You never hear a Shiite Muslim in the Middle East screaming, "Canada! Canada is Satan!"
I wonder when this was, actually. Because now I don't understand. If I knew the time that this was made, I'd have some context for what was going on in the world. But anyway, let's keep going.
Don't hear that. Because we're not. We're Satan's little neighbor.
Oh, you know what else? I'm assuming he's delivering this to a Canadian crowd. So all the Canadians are just having a big laugh at America's expense, which is fine. Americans have no problem having a laugh at everyone else's expense, so it's all good.
We're like the annoying little brother of the U.S. Before they can attack anyone, they have to tell the United Nations, right? So the United Nations is kind of like the mother. The U.S. is like, "Mom, we're going to war." And the UN's like, "Okay, but you have to take Canada with you."
Okay. Has America and Canada actually ever had to go to war together over anything? I'm not very brushed up on my world wars. I'm assuming Canada was involved in some of that. Anyway, that's for another video.
But Mom, they don't have anything. Well, let them play goalie.
Nobody wants to go to war with us. That's what's great about being a Canadian. We can fight. We can kick some ass. Oh, yeah, but we just don't have any weapons. That's why nobody wants to go to war with us. What does our military have? A bunch of pickup trucks. That doesn't scare the enemy when you show up on their border with a bunch of pickup trucks. Quick, hide the firewood. Here come the Canadians.
Well,
I mean, kind of to that point, what he is right about is it does seem like Canada does a great job at never making anyone angry at them. I don't live in Canada, so I don't actually know the geopolitical situation of what's going on. But from America, it seems like everyone just loves Canada. No one wants to fight with them. So his joke has a lot of truth to it.
it's not like we're a military.
The firewood. Here come the Canadians.
Well, it's not like we're a military power or anything. Let's face it, when it comes to defense, We're like Switzerland without the army knife.
A lot of jokes about Canada's lack of military, which I honestly think, man, Americans get annoyed at how much we spend on military. It's fun and all, it's great, you know, national security, and I guess there's worse things you could have too much of. Yeah, we feel very secure, but once you have like 10 times the amount of military spending of the rest of the planet put together, I think that's probably enough. You could probably spend the rest on fixing up some of the roads here or something. Anyway.
What are Canadians proud of? Our mall. The West Edmonton Mall, the biggest shopping mall on the face of the earth.
Okay.
There's a water park in that mall. Has 3 fully operational submarines for the kids to ride in. Canadian Navy has 2.
Oh. I thought he was saying that those 3 submarines in the water park in the mall were basically the Canadian Navy, but it would have been a good joke too.
Fully operational submarines for the kids to ride in. But if an enemy ship ever attacked that mall, never make it to the Gap.
I'm from Canada, but I live in the United States now. I had to move. I had to go. And the Americans are so different than us. We all speak the same language, but they're just weird, aren't they?
Okay.
2 countries on the entire continent, us and them. And we're very similar. I mean, we both have armies.
Okay, this almost seems like these different comedy bits were curated to be mostly about Canada compared to America, which I like, ragging on America, which I like, and Canada's lack of military power is apparently a very hot, funny joke in this time. Okay.
We just didn't give ours guns or anything.
That's fine.
Here comes the Canadian Army with plastic knives and forks. Flee the village. We're the good Canadians. We're not tough. Look at our flag. It's a leaf. Oh, don't screw with Canada. We'll dry up and blow away.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Canada should just attack another country. Oh man, no one would see that coming. Greatest coup in military history. Lay low for 275 years. Then attack Turkey. Just show up. Guess what? We're taking it. And we're calling it chicken, you morons.
Okay. I like this guy. I like him.
Turkey, what the hell kind of name is that for a country? We're moving on Chile next. Canada attacked the 4 major food groups today.
His humor is very, very effective, very straightforward. Like even I get it. He's pretty good.
Next.
Thank you. Merci. Hello. Hello. In keeping with the bilingual spirit, en gardant l'esprit bilingue, everything I say in English, tout ce que je dirai en anglais, I will repeat in French, je le dirai aussi en français.
Okay. I mean, I guess this kind of depends on what part of Canada you're delivering your comedy set to. Because I'm sure there there are definitely large parts of Canada that don't need the French overdub going on here. But they're all cheering and clapping. So either Canada is extremely proud of their French culture, or he's somewhere in Quebec, maybe?
Thank you very much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah, wasn't there actually something to do with Chinese culture or Chinese? Oh, I learned this not too long ago. Chinese is spoken, or Mandarin? Anyway, I'm not great with languages, obviously. Is spoken in Canada? Like the third most common language? I believe? Can't believe I remembered that. Is that why he's doing that?
When they asked me to do this festival, I said yes immediately. Quand ils m'ont demandé de faire ce festival, j'ai dit oui, mais seulement si vous me présentez Mitsumi Takahashi.
I'm English. I don't speak French at all, right? Growing up in Montreal, I was always trying to avoid situations where I had to speak French, which was hard, because my family was French.
I, for one, feel there is no greater calling than to make my fellow man laugh. J'aimerais bien mieux aller voir un combat du coq à Verdun.
Okay. This comic likes to insert the really obscure Canadian references, Canadian geography. Little lost on me, but I appreciate the art. The art of comedy. I really do appreciate it, actually. It really is kind of an art form.
We, the British, are the most sensible, normal, down-to-earth people.
I've never seen a Canadian this worked up. And this, not aggressive, but boisterous.
We, the British, are the most sensible, normal, down-to-earth people.
Oh, he said British. Oh my God. I thought he was Canadian. I was just saying, wow, this is the most wild Canadian I've ever seen. He's British.
We, the British, are the most sensible, normal, down-to-earth people. And that is why I'm conducting my business this evening in English. Je ne parle pas français. All right? The reason I'm using English, ladies and gentlemen, because English is, of course, the natural language of the human being, as we all know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Everyone thinks in English, don't they? Deep down.
Oh my God.
Deep down in the human brain, everyone thinks in English. That's a fact. Yeah? That's why if you're in a foreign country, say perhaps speaking to a French person, and they can't quite understand you, the best thing to do is shout loudly in English. Then their brain will reverberate its original frequency.
This festival has produced dozens of sitcom superstars. Ce festival a produit des centaines de losers.
What is this? Is this all the same festival? Are these comedians all actually going on at the same time? Same place, maybe, even? At this comedy festival? Or maybe just him? Anyway, that'd be interesting to know, though.
This is the only province in the country that has a minimum speed posted on the highway. I love that. You people don't care if it's a hurricane, drift and snow, icy patches. You keep that sucker over 60, mister. Bonjour, Quebec. Step on it, Anglaise.
Actually, the first time I ever saw French and English labeling, I'm going through the grocery store with my new Canadian wife-to-be. I have no idea about French labeling. My kids were coming up that I'd had with my first wife. I actually pick up a package of Kool-Aid. I go, look at this. Look at this. What a stupid country you live in. Look at it. For some reason in Canada, they put raisins in the grape Kool-Aid. That's gotta suck. Why would they do that? She's got a pretty good sense of humor. She said, I don't know why they do that, honey. Well, why don't you ask the cashier?
Okay, I'm missing something here. He picked up the Kool-Aid. He was talking about French labeling?
That's it. Look at Canadian wife to be. I have no idea about French labeling.
French labeling. So, okay, could hold on. French to I have to go deep to analyze this joke so that I understand it. French. Does that mean grape? Oh, let's type English. Grape? Grain de raisin. Raisin. Raisin means grape. Okay, there you go. So he is reading the package, and he is thinking it is saying raisin, when in fact, it's saying the French word for grape. And since it's grape Kool-Aid, that would make sense. And he's ill-informed. Okay, I hate to beat... That kind of killed the joke, scientifically breaking it down, but I had to. I didn't understand at first what was going on.
Look at this. What a stupid country you live in. Look at it. For some reason in Canada, they put raisins in the grape Kool-Aid.
I understand
That's
now.
gonna suck. Why would they do that? She's got a pretty good sense of humor. She said, I don't know why they do that, honey. Well, why don't you ask the cashier?
And I met a woman from here, a French-Canadian woman, my fiancée, Sophie. We're going to get married very soon. And I got to tell you, now I'm trying to learn French, right? French is a very difficult language. They drop all the letters at the end. Like, for instance, her name is spelled Perralteaux. It's pronounced...
Every time I come back,
Okay. I actually like that one.
though, I forget that I don't speak French. Yeah. You think I'd remember? You know, I know enough to get by. Like, I know oui, non, well, because I vote.
Okay.
I know enough to get by. Like, I know bonjour, you know, salut, bye. Combien pour la danse? I know that one.
Combien pour la danse? I don't think I'm going to be able to type that in. Combien pour la danse? How much for the dance? Okay.
That one. Combien pour la danse? I know that one.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Just the stuff I use every day. The only French I really know is I call it Saint Leonard French.
Oh, that's it. Oh my gosh. That ended abruptly. Okay. That was by Yusufis007. Gotta give that a like. That was good. That was good. I feel like I understood 90% of what was going on there. Some self-deprecating humor. Some just normal humor. I liked that. That was funny. Most of those guys were very good. What did the comments say? Anything? As a Canadian, I can say with full confidence that the majority of us love to laugh and enjoy comedians that do the Canadian skits. Yes, agreed. I enjoyed them as well. Love this guy. Yeah, mostly just people saying this was hilarious, which is true. I wasn't familiar with any of these comedians. I am guessing they're well known in Canada. Most of them were very good. I really do appreciate comedy. It's not easy. Even that one British guy had his, like, rambunctious, aggressive style to it, which kind of worked. But, yeah, there were a few Canadian references in there that I didn't really get, but most of it I think I got. That was genuinely funny. I didn't know what this was going to be about. Some of it was jokes about America, which is funny. And some jokes about Canada, even though they live there, and which is also great to see that you can poke fun at yourself, which is wonderful. Anyway, I enjoyed this. And if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada, Canadian culture, different stuff in Canada that I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.